Greetings, gods and goddesses. This message is powered by neuromelanin. In the words of the late great Dick Gregory, when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses, there are rules to go with them. First, you can never take the glasses off. Second, you don't see things as you want them to be, you see things as they are. And third, you cannot force anybody else to wear those glasses. So I am glad to be back here with you guys, and I'm going to just send a message to you all real quick. I am out and about running errands and just getting some business done, and then I'm going to hit the gym before the evening is out. But before I got so caught up in everything that I'm doing, I did want to come back and just let you guys know a couple of things. And the first thing that I wanted to mention to you all is the fact that there are two planets in the galaxy that were led by women. And I thought that was very, very interesting. And one of the planets is Earth, which was led by the divine feminine for millions of years. And then the other planet is Venus. Those are the only two planets that are known that were led by women. And of course, and melanated women at that for the Earth. And then, when pale faces came, they took over, and then we forgot who we were, and it's been like that ever since. So I kind of wanted to just show you a picture of what the American emblem looked like. And this was back in 1775. Okay, so you could clearly see that this was the American emblem, which is a melanated indigenous feminine. And so I looked on TikTok and saw that a gentleman went to, and I think it was Italy, to actually get a picture of this melanated woman that was on the emblem of America. And it was in a museum, and he had to all but give blood just to get in there to see this picture and get information about that emblem. He said that he had to give his ID and fill out a dossier that thick just to answer questions about what he was doing there and why he wanted to see this particular thing. So they kept that under lock and key in a big secret for many years. And of course, they did not want people to know that America was the land of indigenous melanated people, and it was led by the divine feminine. And so I say that to say that because things are reversing and going back to where they used to be, the divine feminine, the great mother, the great divine feminine melanated mother is going to return to her throne. Okay, so that means it's going to be ran and be led by melanated feminine again. And which kind of brings me back to the question that I asked you guys a couple of messages ago about what was your purpose. We are definitely here for a reason. And so I wanted to kind of give you just a couple of ideas. And we all know ourselves, and we know what we tend to gravitate to. And a lot of us know what our gifts are. So I wanted, of course, for you to think about it. And I'm not sure, because you've probably been thinking about it the last time that we spoke. But let me put on some eyeballs so I can actually see. But And these are just some things that you all can think about. Um, the first gift that you may have is you might be an intercessor. Okay, and an intercessor is somebody that carries partitions, they carry prayer. You know, they're just somebody who is going to give you a partition to speak life into you. And there are a lot of people who are gifted with doing that. Not only will they speak life into themselves, but they will also speak life into others, and they are called intercessors. You know how if you're ready to fight somebody back in the day, how somebody will step in between you and that person and say, wait a minute, we can solve this another way. So that's kind of what an intercessor is. And also there are healers. Are you a healer? I mean, can you touch somebody or give somebody a massage, or, you know, you tend to somebody who is not feeling well, and you can heal them with your hands, with touch, with words? Are you a healer? So think about that for all the healers out there, whether it's seen or unseen. You would know if you are a healer or like that, because I know a member of my family, if you tell them like your back hurting and they'll put them hands on that back, and all of a sudden you'd be like, oh my gosh, you know, everything feels amazing. So you have people who are naturally gifted in healing. And then you have the warriors. You know, you have warriors. You have those people who will go into the battlefield no matter what, you know, male or female. Those are people who will defend. So are you a warrior? And then you have the prophets. You know, you have the ones that will speak into eternity. You have the ones that will speak into the future, the ones that have that certain gift that can kind of pick up what will probably happen in the future, and then they will sound the trumpet and be like, wait, no, I don't get a good feeling about this. So are you a prophet? And then they have who are builders. You know, it's like they carry the blueprint of what needs to be done. So are you a builder? Then you have the ones who are called deliverers. Okay, they dismantle, they lead people, they deliver. You know, they lead people out of situations, out of bondage, out of things that are not good, or negativity. Are you a teacher? You know, do you have the gift of teaching? You know, you can code and decode, and you know, you just have that gift to teach people where they can understand, and you can do it at their level. You know, then you have the ones who are rulers. You know, you just carry out different governments. You have that gift of dominion. You know, you can pretty much rule and say, okay guys, this is the best thing that needs to be done. So are you a ruler? Are you a leader? And then you have the forerunners. Are you the one that will go ahead of everybody and seek out you know, the landscape of something, and come back and say, hey, you know, we went this angle, that angle, and that angle, and out of every angle that we went to, we believe that this is the best angle for us to go. You're the forerunner. You will get out there and see ahead of time what needs to be done. So those are the 9 for all the chosen, the 9 positions that you all can actually think about and see which one, you know, fits you best, because you know your gifts, you know what you are best at, and those are the categories of the chosen. So again, that's some food for thought. I wanted everybody to kind of think about where they fit in those 9 categories, and also to just keep in mind that this planet will be ruled by the divine feminine, and of course we're going to need that divine masculine to defend and protect the divine feminine, the women and the children, you know, of this planet. And so again, that's very, very good information, very important information that I think that you should have. and something to think about. So everybody will not be in the dark about, what role people are supposed to play and what role you're going to play as things unfold. So, okay, guys, that's all the information that I wanted to pass to you. So think about it and put something in the chat if you want to start some dialogue, and let's talk about it. So thank you very much, guys, for dropping in, and I will talk to you later. Bye.